We don't need a destination, let's go where the river's taking us. Over fields and through the country, letting go of everything but us.
What's up, YouTube? On this episode of Coddiwomple Overland, ride along with us as we make our way to Virginia, hang out with friends beside a campfire, and attend the Overland East 2022.
Here's the sticker on Overland.
Coddiwomple Overland is proudly powered by Cummins Off-road, where you can completely outfit your vehicle and still retain their lifetime powertrain warranty. We are also brought to you in part by Overland Vehicle Systems, Trail Rated Coffee, Skinny Guy Campers, and More Expo. Also, if you're looking for some of our merch, make sure and check out shopoverlandapparel.com. We made it to Virginia a night early to be able to camp with our friends Justin and Michelle from Skinny Guy Campers. After we hung out around the campfire a little bit this morning, we made our way on into the event grounds for Overland Expo East. Today was going to be setup day, and Kelly was going to be putting his power wagon in the Skinny Guy booth. It didn't take long at all for the Skinny Guy booth to get set up, and crowds were already starting to flow in. We also had a chance to set our camp up for the weekend. And we finished the night off with some homemade Reuben sandwiches. The next morning we were up early and we were off to the event grounds to see what new stuff that we could find. We're here with Seek Outdoors with Owen, and he's going to tell us some about these really cool tents.
Yeah, so we make all these teepees and shelters. They're all USA made in Colorado, in Western Colorado. They're ultralight, designed to be run with a stove, and super versatile. So something like this system, you can take this in and out, so you can have room, like if you were winter camping and stuff.
That's really neat.
Essentially, yeah, you can have room to like set up chairs and stuff, and have a hangout tent if you want, or sleep in there with the wood stove. We have a bunch of different sizes of wood stoves, and they're really packable, pack down really small. This is like a setup you can kind of pack in on your backpack if you want to, with a nice group, but it's also something you can use for car camping, kind of like we're doing. So we slept in it last night and had the fire going. It was pretty sweet.
That's awesome, man. So how small do these pack down?
Yeah, so you're looking at this is that whole tent right there.
So this is that whole tent.
Yeah.
That's pretty awesome.
Yeah, and
obviously the stove doesn't fit in there, right?
No, yeah. Then this
packs down to that.
Going to be the size of the stove. Yeah.
Very cool.
Yeah. So yeah, it's super packable. Again, you can bring them in on your backpack, and then you have, like, over here we have our Cimarron. So this is one of our most popular, just because of its size. This guy packs down super small. You know, you can even compress it down even more. So this is like probably the most versatile tent we make. You know, easy to pack in. You could backpack in by yourself. Also use it for car camping. We have this whole inside, floored, meshed, all that stuff, and you can still run a stove in it. So has a stove jack up right here. There you go. But yeah, it's a super versatile setup. Okay.
So how quick does it take, or how long does it take to set it up? Something
like this, it's really quick, because it's just 4 stakes initially, and then you put the pole in and you're good to go.
Okay.
And then you stake out the rest of them. So 8 stakes. This one's probably, like, I would say less than 4 minutes.
Oh, wow.
Especially in dirt like this, where it's real soft. Yeah. If you're fighting like desert dirt, like in Moab and stuff, it can take a little bit longer.
Just to get your stakes in?
Yeah, exactly.
Now, these got a fly on them, so they are a dual wall tent?
Yeah,
all the way around?
Yep. So,
awesome.
Yeah, and you can run them floorless like this. This is completely removable. It's all about kind of being modular, but you can essentially take this whole system out and be lighter if you want to backpack in and run your stove and stuff. So
what kind of price are we looking at?
So if you're looking just at like the fly without the inner in there, you're looking at about $450 starting out, and then like that whole setup, you're probably about like $750.
Okay. So, what about the big one?
The big one, as seen, you're probably looking about $2,000.
Okay. Yeah. And then the stove to go with
that's everything in it. Yeah.
Oh, that's everything.
Yeah.
All right,
So the actual tent itself's about $1,000. And then you get into all the other accessories putting in there.
All right. So where can folks find you at?
You can find us at www.seekoutside.com, and yeah, check out our stuff. We have a ton of tents, and we make backpacks as well. So check us out.
All right. Owen, thanks a lot. Now, anybody that knows me personally knows that I've always been a big Ford fan. I'm still having trouble wrapping my head around the new Bronco, but they do have some really cool colors. Deb Kelly and I were not the only ones to get to hang out with friends. Aspen got to hang out with his buddy Goose for a while too.
You're so funny.
We're here with Clayton Harvey, and he's with Daniel Boone Backcountry Byway. This is one of the areas that's close to our home and is one of the first places that we really started overlanding. So, Clayton, tell us a little bit about the Daniel Boone Backcountry Byway, where it came from and where it is now and where you see it going in the future.
Yeah, absolutely. So the Byway started in around 2016 with a grant from Southern Four-Wheel Drive. It was put together at the behest of a couple individuals, Jeff Dozier, and was kind of a leader on that. And you know, it was a public-private partnership, and still is a public-private partnership between the counties that the Byway goes through, which currently is 5, right. And also a nonprofit that we've established to basically make sure that we can go in and partner with these counties to maintain and hopefully expand the trail system. Awesome. So that's the premise behind it. It's open to any licensed four-wheel drive vehicle or licensed adventure bike, dual sport bike. We've got about 150 miles of trail system right now, and we're looking at hopefully expanding first of next year, and maybe possibly even double that. So. Oh, that's incredible. Yeah. So it's a public-private partnership. That's a mouthful sometimes. Yeah. Created to be an economic development engine. Absolutely. For Eastern Kentucky. Yeah. Yeah. And by using recreation, we've done that. I started with ATV trails in some of the neighboring states using the same concept, and it's exploded their economy. And I'm hoping that we're able to help you guys, and you're able to get this to do the same thing. Absolutely. For Eastern Kentucky. You got 5 counties that really a lot of Eastern Kentucky has no industry these days outside of tourism. Right. And so the ability for us to bring people not just in Kentucky that don't know about it or haven't visited the Byway, but from any of the surrounding states. We've got folks coming from as far away as Maine and Florida and out west, and so the cool thing is that they're coming, they're spending dollars, they're buying gas, they're buying food, they're staying in cabins, they're staying in campgrounds, and those dollars spent in these communities have a immediate impact on the financial well-being of these folks. And so it's something that's near and dear to our hearts. I live 45 minutes from the gorge. This is something that I'm passionate about, my family's passionate about. We want these trails to exist not just today, but to tomorrow and for years in the future too. Right. So and we're the same way. We're 45 minutes the opposite direction, and it's our backyard as well. Absolutely. So if you guys would come check out the Daniel Boone Backcountry Byway. They can find you online where? You can find us at ridethedbbb.org. This weekend we're here at Overland Expo East, booth C52. So be here all weekend. Come by and see us and look us up. You have any questions, happy to help. Come by and check them out. They're super trails. They're going to be adding some new trails, hopefully be adding some camping opportunities for dispersed camping, but there is a lot of camping around the Red River Gorge already.
I'm John with Trails Off-road. We are a company that maps trails all over the United States. We have a team of writers in-house that creates all of our content for us. The big reason why we do that is because what I think is a hard trail is probably different from what you think is a hard trail. Right. So we want consistent and high quality information no matter where you are in the United States. We map all of our trails waypoint by waypoint, a waypoint being a campsite, a stream crossing, a rock obstacle, something you're going to want to know about before you even step foot out in your vehicle. You get out on the trails. So we map all of the trails we can, from anything from mild to wild, and we're big campers here, so we like to mention dispersed camping in remote parts of the United States. So we're going to basically tell you what vehicle we recommend for the trail and why we rate the trails the way that we do. All of our trail guides have videos and photos to kind of back up why we rate our trails the way that we do. So if you guys are looking for new adventures, hop on over to trailsoffroad.com, and we most likely have a trail, something that you're interested in, something you want to go check out.
So there's 2 different ways that somebody can check out Trails Off-road. You can do it online through mapping or through a laptop or a desktop and plan your route.
Yep.
So when we go out west, that's a lot of times we use trailsoffroad.com to get a good idea of what's there and where we want to go. So, and then we'll attach trails to connect those up together.
For sure.
That works really great, but they also have developed a new app, and that new app you can do live while you're running down the trail, and you can look for the next place you want to go. And those pictures and videos are also on that app as well.
Exactly. Yep. So we have our website, and that's going to be for exactly for what you just said. Pre-planning your entire trip. Go look at a bunch of photos. Find the camp spots. We also have a direct integration with Gaia GPS. With one click of a button, you can upload our color-coded tracks and all the waypoints straight to your Gaia account. And then when you guys are out in the field, you can run our app, and you download the entire state of content that you're interested in at a time. And once you're out there, you can follow along on the trail, find the camp spots, find the obstacles, and our motto here is just know before you go. We want you to be informed so you're not wasting your time and you're not on a trail that maybe you find boring or way out of your comfort level. So
yeah, it's a great app. It's a great website. We use it quite a bit. As a matter of fact, we have partnered with trailsoffroad.com, and a lot of our trails that we're going to be doing in the future you can find on trailsoffroad.com.
that's it.
We're here with our great friend Justin from Skinny Guy Campers, and if you follow the channel very much at all, then you know that we've got a Skinny Guy camper on the back of Kelly's Power Wagon, but they're starting to come out with some new models. And Justin, tell us about the one we got here.
Well, Bill, this is our new 5.0 model. This is for our mid-size truck offering. This will fit any truck that has a 5 foot on the inside of the truck bed. That's how we configure whether or not it will fit your pickup. So this is for the Toyota Tacoma, the Ford Rangers, you know, some of the GM, the S10 pickups and those types of things. If you're unsure about what it'll fit, you know, contacting us through our info page on our website is always a good way to understand what it will fit. But this is for our mid-size pickup. This particular floor plan will carry over even into our short bed, our 5.0 GLR for the Gladiator. We're really excited about this particular product because it looks like the lower trim levels on this will be in production in November. So that's what I'm being told. So yeah, we're really excited about it.
Now, some of the things that I looked at when we started talking about a shorter or a smaller package was how are you going to pack all of that into a 5 or even a 5.5 foot bed. You know, you've got so much packed into 6.5 foot already. And one of the innovative things that I've seen that you've done is that cantilever flip out on the front to give you more room inside.
Right, so one of the things the engineering was tasked with is trying to figure out how we were going to get a kitchen to kind of work inside the Skinny Guy, which is great on those days it's kind of inclement outside and the weather's not so great. So what they've done is they've designed that cantilever to kind of go out and over top of the cab of the truck. And they've actually designed it in such a way that you can still use a roof rack on your truck to carry that extra gear, which we all love to be able to do. Right. And then it houses all of the kitchen. So you've got your single burner stove and your sink, and you can put your refrigerator up there. And then in the lower trim levels, if you don't have any of that, it's just a really great kind of a shelf up there that you can put a lot of storage up there, your boxes and your bags and those kind of things. So.
And all of that just folds back down and packs back in like your typical Skinny Guy, and same size as a standard camper. Yeah,
it just flips right down, really simple to just fold in, and it just folds in on itself. And then the camper shell core just the lid just folds right over on top of it. So.
Yeah. So one of the other cool things is the way these things come off, and you're able to get your truck back.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you put your 3-post in, raise it up, and in just a few minutes you've got your regular pickup back.
Yeah. So I mean, Skinny Guy is kind of it's self-contained, which is really cool, but it's a truck camper. So by using we use a Rico Titan jack, and the Rico Titan had worked with us on a kind of coming up with our own head for the top of their jack, so we could kind of recess that into our pockets, so you can literally take it off in 20-30 minutes and you can have your truck back. So at the end of the weekend, at the end of the venture, you can take the camper off and you got your truck back. So, and it sits in the yard on those jacks, and you can leave it sit there and until you're ready to go again. So
that's awesome. We'll leave the link up in the top here for the description that we done and the review we done on Kelly's. But you guys have had the 6.5 out for a little while now. You got an 8 coming, or
got an 8 coming? Yep.
Then you've got the 5.5 that's here at the show that you've been doing a little bit of R&D with for the weekend. You've got the 5 foot, and then you've got the Gladiator model that's coming out pretty soon.
Correct. The Gladiator would have been here at the show, but it was at the tent maker, so we're getting some tents built for that.
So it's close.
Really, really close for that. We're going to do some proofing on that, so might be able to find some folks who might be able to proof something like that for that, and then once we feel confident in that design, then we'll get that metal order so we can start building some campers for the Gladiators and for the Jeep folks. So
all right, sounds good. So be on the lookout for those things from skinnyguy.com, and let us know in the comments below if you think we need to test one of these things out on the Gladiator.
Yeah, I know what it is.
I hope you're not taking pictures. I think what I look at now, because I used to buy a magazine, it's called Car Magazine. It's just like a magazine, and it's pretty, just tells you the latest.
We're here with Rob from Lead Lenser, and we picked up a couple of these lights when we were at Moore Expo, and I got to tell you, they're top notch. We've used them. I use the small ones inside the Gladiator, and we also use one on my flight helmet. So, Rob, tell us about some of the more favorite lights that you have here today.
Well, my favorite lights are always the headlamps because I like to work hands-free, and I do a lot of work at home. My wife keeps me busy. So,
yeah, they all do.
So the headlamps, this is my favorite new headlamp actually. It's the Neo 9R. It's designed for trail running, but it's great for overall use. You know, I use it for walking my dog, and I just installed a sink with this in my house.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, so it's a little heavier, but it's got a top strap, and it's very balanced on your head.
Okay, yeah, that doesn't feel bad at all.
Yeah, that one's 600 lumens on high.
Okay.
And all of our trail running headlamps are designed to be basically for, you know, trail running, for kind of lightweight. Mm-hmm. Yeah. But we've also got a number of other headlamps. Starting over here, we've got one that's 1800 lumens on high,
okay,
with a 4,000 lumen boost, and it's waterproof to 1.5 meters. This guy, both of these guys right here actually come with a full kit that you can mount it on a bar or on a helmet, a safety helmet of some sort. It's also Bluetooth controllable, and it comes with a remote, so you can use that while you're on the go.
Oh, perfect.
Yep. Has a belt extension for the battery pack if you want.
Yep.
Yep. And all of our stuff is designed and engineered in Germany. We're a German company, been around for about 30 years. We're getting started in the US now for about a little over 3 years.
Okay.
So we're a premium brand. Everything has a 7-year warranty.
That's very cool.
Yeah.
So, not a new company, definitely been around for a long time.
Not at all, yeah.
Where can people find you?
LeadLenserUSA.com.
All right. Thanks a lot.
Yeah, thank you. Sure appreciate it.
Very cute, yeah.
Wheel of Fortune? Yeah, spin and win. We're going to get a light.
We don't have to go bankrupt on these, do we?
Well, that's what I'm hoping not.
What'd you win?
Oh,
T2
QC.
T2QC. All right, so this is a 4-color torch, actually.
Nice.
It's got white, red, green, blue.
Perfect. That's awesome.
Awesome.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Absolutely.
After the event was closed for the day, we had a chance to go check out the camping area. This was really cool, as it gave us a chance to check out some rigs of people that are really getting out and overlanding.
Then I did a bed, and I like because it has storage
along the sides.
Yeah. So at the front one is all my tools. Back here I have recovery gear. And then on this back one is just extra stuff.
Right.
Whatever I might need for the truck.
Yeah.
There's storage under the bed. I made my own shower tube.
There you go.
And
there.
I actually can pressurize it with my CO2 tank. The CO2 tank's mounted there. I have a little clip on.
How you doing? y'all doing tonight?
That's what we do at the rooftop camp.
It's the hours and hours and hours. For a half-hour video, it usually takes me about 12 hours to edit.
I believe every bit of it.
I think some of the guys that do it can do it a little faster than that.
Yeah.
I just haven't figured out. The next morning, the venue was packed even more than before, and it was a beautiful day to explore Overland Expo East.
Say hello.
And Aaron, I've looked at the Go Treads for a while, and I just would like for somebody to tell me a little bit about what the advantage is to these over a standard traction board.
Well, we always say if you have the space and the budget, there's nothing wrong with having both. They're different tools, different applications.
Okay.
One thing that's nice about these is because they articulate and follow the ground, rather than trying to get a rigid board position under your tire and under your frame, and if you're buried really deep, that can be tricky. The nice thing about these is we have, that's what we call our starter panel. It's smooth on the bottom and gripped on the top.
Okay.
As long as you can get that fed underneath your tire far enough where the weight of the vehicle can get up on that, as you slowly accelerate, it's going to pull itself underneath.
I got
These are the panels that do all the work. With the XLs here, we have 4 feet of traction. Each of these panels is a foot long, and the entire surface, top and bottom, grips. Rather than the little individual points, it's the entire surface.
I see.
And everything's arched. So what that does is, as the tire crawls up this, it wants to find the center of that, so it'll self-align itself. Those arches also let it flex against your tire, so you're getting maximum contact against the tire. The arches, because they go different directions for traction, also form a crosshatch, so they're super rigid this direction. So when you're not using these for traction, you can take them back to camp, park on top of them if you need to level a rooftop tent or a camper. Each panel's 1 inch thick, so you get 1 to 4 inches of leveling, just depending how you unfold it. So if you want 3 inches of leveling, hold it out like that, drive up. This will hold it in place as you drive up and get 3 inches.
Perfect.
Everything's US made, US sourced. We've been making these now for 31 years. My dad's invention and lifetime warranty. If something breaks, just send us a message, and because everything's modular, all you have to do is pop a pin out, put a new panel in. And if something,
really cool,
we do consider a consumable item, so over time it will wear out. I've had it set in my vehicle now for 8 years. I still haven't replaced any parts. But your wear is typically going to happen on this first panel, where you might get a little bit of wheel spin. A little bit of spin, just take something sharp, clear those grooves out, and you're good to go. If it gets to the point that doesn't work anymore, 20 bucks, pop that pin, put a new one in, you're good to go. Don't buy the whole thing again, just the parts that you feel are too worn to work the way they originally did.
Pretty cool. All right, awesome. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
And where can we find you?
GoTreads.com.
All right, GoTreads.com. Go check them out, guys. Thanks.
Our Pando. This is off-grid trailers. This is our Pando 2.0 model. We're checking out the rear galley that we have out here. So we've got our Dometic fridge. We've got our sink up top here, which is going to be a full-size sink with hot and cold water. We've got 14 gallons of water up above and 19 below, so a combined 33 gallons of water. We've got our Bluetooth stereo system, which we have speakers up top here. We have lightings up above, gobs of storage for all of your pantry needs, all of your kitchen needs. You can store some gear and lighting back here as well. And then we also have more storage even below, so just, unlimited storage back here. And we have our 2-burner stove. So super compact, everything folds away super nicely. Yeah, this is our Pando 2.0 kitchen. Yeah, this is our Expedition 2.0 kitchen, so a little bit different than the Pando 2.0. This is going to be a drop-down style kitchen. So you're going to pull this guy down. And it's going to hang on the rear door right here, give it some nice support. We've got the 2-burner stove, a full-size sink with hot and cold water as well. A little bit different kitchen style where you can use the fender, use some shelves and steps as more kitchen space, and then kind of, use a little outdoor kitchen.
So how big is the inside with the bed?
The inside bed is a queen size bed. This has our upgraded mattress, which is a tri-fold mattress, so you'll convert into a couch. And then we have even more storage on the inside. It's outfitted with a Propex propane heater, all insulated as well, so in the wintertime you're nice and cozy and warm on those cool nights. We have a max fan up above, so this will help draw air in and push air in as you need. And we have a whole bunch of other options such as shelving and storage to kind of really make it unique to you. We've got the dual zone Truma fridge, so this will slide in and out. It's a 60-liter fridge, I believe, so good for beer. We've been eating ice cream sandwiches out of it all weekend. Have had way too many. But yeah, we run off of 2 Group 31 size batteries, lead acid batteries. We've got a Xantrex 2000 watt inverter that kind of helps some of the power systems with the trailer. Absolutely.
After the event, we packed up and headed back towards the mountains. You'll notice an additional gladiator in the group. That's Mitch and Angie, a couple of friends that we met here at the expo. The next day, we got up and continued our adventure through the George Washington National Forest. Today was going to be a little bit different. We weren't going to film quite as much. We were just going to kick back and enjoy the ride. Weekends like the expo are always fun because you get to see new things, but most of all, you get to hang out with friends and meet new people. And that's exactly what we've done for this weekend. All that being said, it was certainly nice to get back to the solitude of the mountains. We certainly hope you enjoyed the expo if you attended, and if you did, we really appreciate you stopping and saying hi. We truly enjoy meeting and talking to everybody that comes up to us and says hello. We bought a few things at Expo, and let us know what you bought in the comments below. We've got some friends that made some pretty big purchases. This marks the end of the Expo season for us. Our next Expo will be the More Expo 2023. Chris says it's going to be amazing and you don't want to miss it. Thanks again for watching Coddiwomple Overland, and until next time, see ya.